Hi everyone and welcome to this Let's Play Haywire video. In today's video I'm going to do Operation Northwind. That's the random mission I've selected. It's a simple mission to get started to learn the rule. Our goal in this mission is simple. We need to clear this district of any OPFOR presence. This will help the local force in getting a foothold there. For the setup, for this mission, the OPFOR can only call 3 team eyes reinforcement. All OPFOR must be killed for the mission to be a success. For this mission, I've selected the Hunter team, which consists of, I'm going to show it here, a team leader that I have here, team leader from Black Hills game, I have a support guy, a sniper, I have an assault class with a grenade launcher. This will be my medic, even though I have a tablet, I'm going to play it as a medic, and I have a demolition specialist. In addition to that, I've selected a second team, which is the Outlaw team. The Outlaw team comes with 1 interpreter and 3 local fighter. That's the group I have over there. So that's going to be the team I will be sending into that mission. I randomly selected the infill point. I'm going to use Coors. One model is deployed on an elevated position. The rest of the team is deployed in 1 or 2 civilian vehicles on a board edge. Here, as you can see on the table, I'm on my South American Bolivia table, so I'm going to fight the Cartel. The Cartel faction cards are over there, so here I have all the classes, the threat level, the reinforcement, and the enemy support. Here I have the Fog of War card, where you have some random event that will happen. And here finally I have the 2 support actions that the Hunter team that I have here can call. So I can call a ground vehicle, an unmanned ground vehicle, a basic drone equipped with a machine gun, and I can call also an helicopter that can do a covering fire. So now that's done, that's the setup. Let's now deploy our team. So here I've deployed my sniper on this rooftop, and he can't be seen by anyone for now. And the rest of the team here is deployed using those 2 civilian vehicles, and I made them dismount at the start of the game so they can start to move on foot, because I just don't want to dive too deep into the vehicles rule for now. I'm going to cover that play a bit more with that in a future video. So that's it for the setup. We can now get started in the first turn. So first action I'm going to do is the stalk action. The stalk action is over here. Model can move up to 1 inch and can't be detected. So that's typically the kind of things a sniper can do on at a window on a roof like that. I'm going to just move 1 inch, and you can imagine that I have a tarp above my head just to blend myself into the surrounding, and I can't be visible at all. And here, by moving up to the edge of the building over here, I can see those 2 threat tokens there. So I'm going to roll detection on this one first and that one on a second. So let's select the first one, and here we have a 15. So we are at the threat level 1. A 15 is 1 soldado and 1 artillero. So I'm going to grab the model. The artillero is dangerous because it has a rocket launcher, so yeah, dangerous threat. The next threat token is a 7, so this one is fine. 6 to 10, it's a civilian. So let's pick a civilian. I'm going to pick that civilian here from Spectre Miniature. I'm going to place him over there. So that's it for this guy. I'm going to... I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to enter maybe Overwatch with this sniper with his second action. So maybe if this threat token moves and we can detect it, maybe we can fire at him. So now we need to take care of those guys here. The tier 3 model here, like the local guerreros that comes with me, are not equipped with silencer, so I don't want to fire with them. But the rest of my team is equipped with silencer. So let's Let's activate, actually no, my super guy here is equipped with a light machine gun, is not also equipped with a silencer. So let's start by activating here my assault class. My assault class, he has 2 action points. He has a grenade launcher, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to move him, do a first move action, move him up to here. From there, he can see the two model. The bays are not fully visible. The one on the left is a bit hidden behind the yellow car, and the one on the right, the base is a bit partially obstructed by the model in front and by that box over here, so both are a bit harder to hit. So that's my assault class. If I want to target a model, I'm going to need a 9+. So that's what I'm going to do. I am not within 6 inch. That means I don't benefit from rolling 2 dices. Again, just going to show the weapons. Here I have equipped an assault rifle. Between 0 to 6 inches I'm going to roll 2 dice, but here I'm going to roll a single dice. So let's target the most dangerous, the artillero with the rocket launcher. Here I roll an 8, which is not enough to hit the enemy, but still it inflicts to him 1 suppression point. So now let's activate a second model. I'm going to activate here my demolition specialist is going to come over here. From there, same thing, going to target the same guy. Here, he's equipped with an SMG and he's within 6 inches, so I can roll 2 dice. He's also same in cover, so even though I'm using the demolition class, it's also a 9+. So here a 10 and a 17, both shot touch him and kills him. Going to place one of my dead body token. So I remember there is a dead body here, and if an enemy gain line of sight on that dead body, the alert will be raised. But we still have one enemy to take care of. So here I'm going to activate my medic. My medic is going to move there. From there, he has line of sight. It's again, the base is not fully visible of that model, so it's considered as taking the best cover he can, so he's a bit hidden. So I again need a 9+. And it's a 15, the medic kills him right away. So that's it for those 3 models. Now I'm going to start to advance with the rest of the team. What can I do? The team leader is going maybe... Yeah, I'm going to pause the camera to start moving this team. No imminent threat, so yeah, let's move all of those. So here I move 2 models and place them in Overwatch. Same thing on this side. Those 2 here are in Overwatch, and those 2 here did use their 2 move action. They used their 2 action points to do 2 move action. So that's it for my phase. We jump on the enemy phase. So for every threat token, I'm going to roll a scatter dice and a d6. Let's start with this one over here. Oh, and he actually moved my way, so 6 inches exactly in my direction. So here he's moving here. So from there, we can reveal what we have here. And it's okay, it's nothing. It's a 6. A 6 means it's also a civilian. So let's pick a civilian walking. I mean, it's expected. We have a lot of civilians in that city. One thing also to keep in mind, when you are playing the game, if you find that you have a bit too much empty or civilian at the beginning of the game, you can start at a higher threat level. So here I'm starting at the threat level 1 because it's an introduction game, but again, you can start at the threat level, let's say 3 will be my pick. 3, you only have enemy starting at the roll 7, so you have way more chance to have enemy here. The threat level 1, the first enemy arrive on 11. So let's select, yeah, actually there is one thread token that we don't see here, is just on this side over there. So let's see where this one, and this one is moving in my direction. And I don't have a lot of model in Overwatch with Silencer looking in that direction. So that's going to be a bit more complicated if we have some enemy there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's arriving here. So from there, this group here can see him. So let's reveal what we have. Ah, thankfully, again a 7, another civilian there. So that's it for now. Let's also move this one. I'm going to just move the one that are close to my force. So this one is going just to do a 2-inch, so it's getting just closer to that wall. And also this one here, this one is just turning. So yeah, going to stop the camera, move all the other thread token. All the other thread token has moved, nothing came in line of sight. We jump onto the next phase, the spawn phase. Since the alert is not raised, nothing happened in the spawn phase, we can jump onto the next turn. Next turn, we switch the threat level, so we are at the threat level 2, and we have a chance to have a Fog of War card. So we start at 6, we roll a dice. If we don't obtain a 6, the next turn is going to be on a 5, following turn on a 4, etc. So this dice always decreased, and when you roll the dice or above, you have an event. So right now, nothing, so we can jump into the player phase. So, starting the turn, I'm going to take my sniper here, and I'm going to do 2 stalk action. So again, each stalk action I can move 1 inch, so here by doing 2 action I can move up to here, which is not enough to put me in line of sight of those 2 tokens. So I'm going to reveal them a bit later. So now what do we do? I have the interpreter that have the dialect rule. When within 1 inch of a civilian model, reveal 1 placement token. So that's what I would like to do. But yeah, I will need to use 2 action points to do that. So going to use a first action point to move up to here, then a second action point to move up to there. And since I'm within 1 inch of this civilian, I can reveal 1 placement token. So let's pick it randomly. So there is 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. So there's a total of 8 thread tokens. So I'm going to randomly select it. And the way I'm going to do that is that the model that are in this area will be on 1, 2, 3, and the model on the back here will be 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's a 2, so it's a model that is within this area, and here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it's 4, so it's this one, so I can reveal what we have here. So here, let's roll a die. And we have a 3. A 3 means nothing spawned there, so we can remove that one. So that's great. Let's jump onto activating more units. Since no enemy are pretty close, I'm going to pause the camera, move a bit all my guys. I can already remove the Overwatch token. I'm going to move my guys, and I'm going to show you where I moved all of them. So here I started advancing my team on this side. I have 2 guys on Overwatch over here. Those 2 are also in Overwatch. Yeah, forget to put the token. So now here I'm going to enter this building to show you a bit how rules work for a door. So when a model arrives, I'm not going to let's open the door with him. When you are in base contact with a door, you need to roll a dice. On an 18, actually, the door is locked. The door is locked, and I need to do an 11 plus to be able to breach the door, and it's an action. So I already moved to be in base contact with the door, and now I need to roll. The problem is, yeah, it can be heard up to 12 inches, but I don't have, yeah, I was just checking the range. It can be heard up to 12 inch, but the closest one is this one, so it's outside of that range. So let's try to do a breach action. Oh, it's a 5, I failed the breach. So here I stay here and the door is closed. So let's actually, yeah, I just noticed that we have an open door on this side. So my team leader is going to move over here. One action point. When he actually entered the room, we need to roll to see if there are some enemy or something inside. So let's roll it. It's a 14. A 14 means nobody is inside, so I can keep my movement up to here, and I will do a second move up to there. I'm not too worried about leaving my team leader in Overwatch because he have the threat assessment skill. Overwatch can be activated even after using 2 action points to do 2 move, sneak or stalk actions. So he's basically placed in Overwatch. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this guy, just following the leader, but this guy won't be in Overwatch. So that's it for my team, that's it for now. Let's jump onto the enemy movement. I'm going to activate this one here. This guy, he move 2 inch in that direction. Okay, so what do we have here? Actually, he enter my line of sight. He enter my line of sight of my 2 guys on the right. He enter the line of sight on those guys that are placed in Overwatch, so both can fire if there is an enemy. So let's roll a dice. And it's an 18. 18 means 3 soldado. 3 soldado. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting because, so let's pick some soldado. So this one, and just trying to remember which one I already used. So let's pick those. Okay, so that's the enemy group that just spawned. We can see that there are 2 of them. I only have 2 models in Overwatch, so I won't be able to take care of all of them this turn. I did a single move and this guy here is not in cover, so let's see if they detect me. But I am within their line of sight, so this guy here can detect this one and this one actually on an 11 plus and the other one on a 15 plus. So 9 and 1, he didn't detect anything, and the second one, oh, there is a 17, so they detect me, they are now alerted. I need to take care of them, but I won't be able to take care of all of them this turn actually, because I only have 2 guns, and yeah, won't be able to fire all of them. So let's first pick my assault class. My assault class is equipped with an M4, an assault rifle. Is within 6, so I can roll 2 dice. I'm going to roll 2 dice. He's targeting the first model. The first model is in the open with no cover. I hit him on a 5 plus. So it's a 7 and a 7. Both shot hits him and kills him. I don't need to place the dead body because the alert will be raised now. So now I'm going to take my gunner here, my support class. My support class is equipped with a light machine gun. The light machine gun, I'm going to roll 2 dice. So here, same thing here. Actually, not same thing. The enemy is behind some cover. So instead of using the 5 plus, I need to score a 9 plus. So here I have a 1 and a 3. Oh my god. I failed both shots. Oh, that's really unlucky. I just noticed an issue with my headset, so the sound should be better now. On the good side, the light machine gun inflicts 2 suppression points per dice. So since I roll 2 dice, I'm inflicting 4 suppression points on this model. That means between, when you reach 3, this model is considered suppressed, and you only get one action point for his next activation, and when you reach 6, he's considered pinned and he can't do anything. So this guy will only have 1 action point during his activation. But here I fire an unsuppressed weapon. That means the alert is raised on the whole board, and now the threat tokens are going to move in my direction, and the enemy will, the alert is raised, so bad stuff will happen this turn, the rest of the game. So that's it for me. That's it for me. We jump onto the enemy activation. So here I have 2 soldado. I'm going to take the first one, the one that is suppressed. Oops, sorry for the reflect. Where I can put the card here. So, is there an enemy line of sight? Yes, and the soldado has 1 action point. Use 1 action point to enter Overwatch facing the closest enemy. So this one actually move towards me. No, actually, no, my bad. I read it wrong. Is there an enemy in line of sight? Yes, proceed to step 2. Step 2. Is the soldado in cover? He's in cover. Yeah, he's actually in cover towards one of them. Yeah, that doesn't change anything. No, even if he's not in cover, use 1 action point to do 1 combat action the closest target in line of sight. So the closest target in line of sight is this one, and he's in cover from this guy point of view. So let's do a targeting at him. My guy have a body armor, and he's also behind some cover because of the barrels. So I need to score an 18 plus, and I am within 6 inches. So I'm going to roll 2 dice for this combat action. So a 4 and a 1, that means nothing touch me, but I get 2 suppression points. Now I'm going to activate the other one on the back. Is there an enemy in line of sight? So this guy doesn't have anybody in line of sight. So no, and the soldado have 2 action points. Use 1 action point to move 6 inches toward the closest enemy and proceed back to step 1. So here, the closest enemy, let's say just going to move over here, and is going to target at the closest enemy, which is actually the same. It's the gunner over here. He's targeting this one. Same thing here, rolling 2 dice. You need to score an 18 plus to be able to touch me. A 10 and a 5, nothing touched me, but my suppression is moved to 4. That means I will only get 1 action point for this guy in the next turn. So that's it for now. That's it for now. That's it for this group. Now all the other threat tokens on the board will start to move towards me. So the rule is they move 6 inches toward the closest enemy, and if they don't have line of sight, they enter Overwatch. So let's pick the closest one. The closest one might be this one, and the closest enemy is probably the leader here. So he's going to move 6 inches towards here, and he's going to enter Overwatch. Same thing for this one here on the back. He's going to move up to here. And let's just say that both are in Overwatch. And now, I'm going to do the same with all the others. Okay, so I move all the threat tokens toward the closest enemy. They are all in Overwatch now. So now we jump onto the spawn phase. The spawn phase, a new group of enemy arrive on a random spawn point. So we have 18 that arrive on point number 1. So 18 is again 3 soldados. So 1, 2, and 3. He arrive on spawn point number 1, which is actually right on our back. Oh, that's interesting. So they arrive over here. When a group of enemy arrive on a spawn point that is located on a table edge, they arrive on a vehicle. But again, here I'm just going to skip a bit the vehicle rule just to start playing the game with the core infantry rule before introducing vehicles. But again, just to remember, if they arrive here or here or here, they should arrive in a vehicle. And to define which vehicle, you look at this table, you roll a dice. Here, for example, I would roll a 6. That means they will arrive in a pickup. And then you need to take your the vehicle card. So here the pickup is a vehicle without turret, and here it tells you what to do. But especially also in this situation, since there is some vehicle blocking that make even more sense that they arrive by foot. So that's it for this. Now that's just the first part of the spawn phase. Now the enemy leader is calling some backup. That's what we have here, the support. So let's roll a die and let's pray for a 1 to 6. Yes, oh yes, it's a 6. It's a 6 because we have some nasty things. We have more enemy that can arrive and some support that can be pretty nasty. So yeah, we don't want any of those for now. So that's it for this turn. Actually, at the end of the Hope For phase, before the spawn phase, all the civilians move in a random direction, but now that the alert is raised, they move up to 12 inches toward the closest cover. So I'm going to say that those civilians move inside, those move on the back over here. They just want to hide from the gunfight happening. So this one, let's say, is move inside. Here, this one, she's moving there, and this one, she's moving there, and this one, yeah, same thing, moving here. Civilians are important because, as you can see, you can gather intel from them, but the enemy also, depending on the class, but especially in the insurgent faction, they might want to target some civilian, and if they do, it can't be a full victory of your game, so that's important to watch for those. So now let's jump on to turn 3. Turn 3, we raise the threat level to threat level 3, and we start with a Fog of War. So here we lower the value and we roll. If we have a 5 or a 6, we'll have an event. We have a 2, so nothing happened this turn. So let's yeah. First thing I'm going to do, because there will be a lot of fighting now that the alert is raised. I'm going to call my unmanned ground vehicle here. So that's my robot dog from Spectre Miniature. I could have used plenty of brands that do some cool drones. I'm going to assume that I'm going to place it here. And let's have a look at the card. Deploy an unmanned ground vehicle equipped with a light machine gun on a player-chosen board edge. So I'm going to choose here, mainly because I spawned there. And we could imagine that this big boy was actually maybe in the back of the pickup and under a blanket or something, or it was just the leg was collapsed, and it just is activated by an operator outside of the board, and he jumped from one of the pickup. And so to activate that, to use that support action, I need to use my support action from my team leader, and this costs 2 action points, so I can't do anything else with my leader, which is over here. But now this unmanned ground vehicle, it has 6 points of armor, but no special vehicle rule. The UGV has 2 action points, and I can use them to move up to 6 inches or to fire the light machine gun. And the UGV can be heard up to 12 inches, but the alert is raised anyway. So here I'm going to... I don't see them right away, so I'm going to move the UGV just in front of the enemy over there, and I'm going to fire the light machine gun. Light machine gun, same as the support, I roll 2 dice, and those enemies are not in cover, at least not for this one here, not in cover, so 2 dice, and I need to score a Oh, 5+. I just noticed that I forget to note the stats for the UGV. So yeah, I forget about that. But yeah, I'm going to use the same stat. It's a tier 1 card. I'm going to use the same stat as the rest of the tier 1 guy I'm using. So here I need, 11, 19 I mean. 19 is enough to kill this guy here. I still have 2 enemies, so let's move this guy up to that wall. I'm moving to the wall, pretty close to the wall, just so he can remove completely cover, and I'm going to fire at one of the enemy, the first one here. So here I'm using a local fighter, and the enemy is in the open with no body armor. I need an 11+. 10, oh yeah, 13. The 13 kill one here. There is still one up, and let's see if we can get rid of him. Not sure with which. Oh, I'm going to grab here my interpreter. Interpreter is going to move up to here, and is going to move up to here, and from there he's going to fire, but this time there is a bit of cover with all the stuff in between. So here now I'm aiming for a 15+. Oh, and it's a 20. It's a 20. I'm lucky. This soldado is killed. So we already activated 3 of our guy, those 2 plus the team leader, and we have a lot of threat to deal with. Let's move my sniper again with a... no. Once the alert is raised, one model can keep using the stalk action. Well, he can stay in stalk, but he can't do any stalk anymore. If he moves, he will be alerted. So actually I can't even move him right now. If I do, the potential enemy that we have here will see him. So I'm not going to move him now, just because I don't have enough friends around to help him in case there is a group of enemies. So we need to take care of those first, and best way here might be to throw a grenade. Yeah, let's throw a frag. So here I'm going to use my assault class, which is here equipped with a grenade launcher, but he also have some basic handheld frag grenade. So he's going to throw it here. Here with the ruler we can see that it's within 6 inch, and if you look at the action grenade between 3 and 6, it used the easy combat stat, and my assault class, the easy, is 5+, so I need a 5+, and that's a 14. So the hand grenade land exactly here. It lands exactly here. The frag grenade have a range of explosion of 1.5, so they are within range and they are killed. So those 2 guys are it. So that's it for the frag grenade. I still have 1 action point on this guy. What can I do? Yeah, he doesn't have anybody in line of sight, and even if he enter Overwatch, nothing will enter his line of sight this turn. So let's move him up to here maybe. On this side I'm going to activate my medic. He's going to maybe moving a bit on the back here, so he has some cover. Actually, yeah, cover here, and I'm going to move my medic up to there. My support guy here, I'm going to place him, I can remove those Overwatch tokens. I'm going to place this guy in Overwatch, mainly because there are some threat tokens that can arrive from there, and I want to cover my guy there. So now, let's... I still have 3 models to activate. This one, my demolition, and this one. Though 2 are 2 local fighters, so not really good fighter. Oh, and we have some enemy that arrive here, and when they will move, they will see my team leader, which is pretty bad. Okay, so the local fighter have some frag grenade, so I might want to do that. Before, actually, here we have a spawn point on this building, on the room here, and they will arrive from this door. You can basically disable the spawn point by entering and checking all the room of a building. And since they arrive from this room here, I just need to enter this room. So let's actually do that. So here, I'm going to remove the upper floor, and that's the room I need to check. So I'm going to enter with this model. The door is already open, so I don't need to roll to see if the door is open or closed. But when I enter, I need to roll to see if there is something inside. And here there is 7. 7 means actually nothing is inside. So I'm just going to keep my movement just at that door over here to gain line of sight on the threat token over here. Let's reveal what we have. Oh, we have 19, which is 3 Soldado and the enemy leader. That's awesome. The enemy leader is really important to find him, because he's the one that can call those pretty bad support, so we need to take care of him. So enemy leader plus 3 Soldado, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to place those on the board. So that's the group of enemy that just spawn. They were all in Overwatch, so they all see my guy. They are not within 6, so they will fire at me. I don't have any body armor, so all the Soldado fire on 15 plus to be able to hit me. So let's grab 3 dice. 8, 19, and 16. Oh my god. So they needed a 15 plus, so 19 and 16 mean 2 shot hit me. That means that this guy is hit 2 times, is put in a down state. I can still revive him, but I can't do any more action with this guy. So that's it for this guy. Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea. What's the range here? Oh, that will be a lucky shot if I can manage that. I'm going to move this guy over here, and he's going to try to throw a frag grenade at the enemy leader. So I'm exactly aiming where the enemy leader is, and it's really a hard shot. It's at 12 inch, so between 9 and 12 the grenade used the hard combat stat. So I need basically, where is my combat dice? I need here an 18 plus. A 9, of course I miss, but if I'm lucky it won't miss too far, and I can still manage to kill the leader. Oh, 2 inch, 2 inch, and it moves in this direction. So 2 inch in this direction. So 2 inch in this direction here. So I was aiming exactly where the leader is, and the grenade landed exactly there. So from there, the first 2 models here are killed by the grenade. They are within 1.5. The other 2 are not killed, but they suffer 3 points of suppression. So let's check the roll really quickly. Here, frag model, yeah, suffer 3 points of suppression. So basically, those 2 here are suppressed. Okay, so the last model I'm going to activate is the Demolition Specialist. Here is going to move up to here inside. This is still going to trigger the Overwatch thought from the enemy leader. The enemy leader here is firing with an SMG, 2 shots, and they need a 18 plus to be able to touch me. 13 and 14, that's not enough to hit me. So from there, I have also an SMG, and I'm going to target this guy. The SMG doesn't need to be within 6 to fire those 2 shots. So here, SMG, 2d20 between 0 and 18 inches. So I'm going to target the enemy leader with 2 dice. There is a bit of cover, mostly because I'm not in base contact with the door, so there is the door that is blocking a bit line of sight, so I need a 9+. 16 and 18, perfect. So here I kill the enemy leader, which is great, he can't call any more reinforcement. A bit of a shame, because I wanted to show you some of the pretty bad enemy support, but that's going to be for the next mission. So that's it for this turn, for this phase, for my phase in this turn. We jump onto the enemy phase. The enemy phase, we start by activating the revealed op4 models first. So that's going to be this one. So even though this one fire in Overwatch, the Overwatch was activated in the last turn, here it's still a new turn and he still get to use usually 2 action points, but because of the grenade and because he's suppressed, he only have 1 action point. So here, the Soldado. Is there an enemy in line of sight? Yes. The Soldado is not in cover and has 1 action point. He will do 1 combat action at the that guy inside here. He can only hit me on an 18+, and it's an 8, that means he failed his shot. But here I'm going to mark that I receive 2 suppression points because of the enemy leader, +1 from this Soldado, that's 3 suppression points on me. I will only get 1 action point in the next turn. So now that this is done, we are going to activate the closest threat token, which is those 2 over here. So those 2, they are going to move toward the closest enemy, which is this one. So they are going to move up to 6 inches until they gain line of sight. So here they move up to here. From there, they see actually my leader. We can reveal what we have here. So the first one is an 11, 1 Soldado and 1 Halcon. The Halcon is the enemy sniper, so that's the Soldado. The sniper is this one here. The sniper has the skill High Ground, where he spawns on the highest elevated position that is not yet occupied. So here I'm going to assume that this civilian just left because of the gunshot, and the sniper just arrived from there. And he arrived on the door and is facing the direction of where he should have spawned, which is over here. And here, let's actually pick, this model. There we go. So I'm going to activate, so this threat token moved, he entered line of sight of my guy, so we can reveal it. Now we saw that there are some enemies, they can now be activated. So we start by activating the Soldado. The Soldado has 2 action points. So he uses 1 action point, he's not in cover, he's in the middle, so he uses 1 action point to move to closest cover, and he will fire at the guy he can see, which is my team leader. So here, this Soldado, he will move back here, and he will fire at my team leader. So he's firing 1 dice, and he's firing at, because I'm in the open, at a 15+, so it's a 6. So I'm getting 1 suppression point, but no hit. Now for the enemy sniper, so let's grab the card for him, the Halcon card. There we go. The Halcon, is there an enemy in line of sight? So from his point of view, there is actually no enemy in line of sight. And you know what? I'm going to trigger the Overwatch for my sniper here. He was standing there, doing nothing, but let's actually trigger the Overwatch before leaving time for the enemy sniper to move and do anything. So I'm going to fire with my sniper. So you can see very well the enemy sniper, as we can see here. So let's do a simple shot. Where is my sniper card? Yeah, death from above, we won't need that. So it's taking the card. You use a sniper rifle. From 0 to 6 you use 1 dice, but from 6 to max range you use 2 dice. So here I can roll 2 dices. A 16 and a 20. 16 and a 20, it's a headshot. So here this guy here is killed. So that's great. That's great. That's good news. Now I'm going to activate the other threat token that is on the back. It will do the same thing, move in the open, so let's reveal it immediately. And that's a 6, so this is actually nothing. Nothing there. So now I'm going to move to activate the remaining threat token. So we have one over here. Oh, actually this one will remain out of sight. So this one moving 6 inches. This one is moving also 6 inches. And this one on the back is moving 6 inches up to here. And in Overwatch 2. Can this one see? Oh, actually, let me check. Yeah, we can see it, so we can reveal what we have on the last one here. And it's a 20. So if you roll a 20 and the enemy leader is not there anymore, it's just replace. I don't remember if it's replace or you just skip the leader. Let me check actually. Yeah, I just checked, and page 20 it tells you that it is replaced by the base class. So I'm going to replace him by a Soldado. So here I'm grabbing 4 Soldado and I'm going to place those 4 guys over here. That's really a shame because now those 4 Soldado can be activated because they saw my demolition character in the room here. So they can all be activated and start to do action. So I know their behavior. They have 2 actions, so they all move to action and start wants to get cover and fire at me. So this one, let's say he moves behind that box. And let's see the line of sight here. So there is not a lot of cover they can gain, to be honest. So this one is going to stay on the car, this one is just going to move here, and this one, yeah, let's put it that way. They just try to seek some cover, but there is not a lot from their point of view. And they all fire their AK or whatever rifle M4 they are using at my guy. So there is a total of 4 shots coming my way. So 4 shots that hit on 18 plus. 18 plus. 14, 14, 16, that's not an hit, but here the 19 is a hit. So here my guy here, actually it's a woman, but she's injured and she's getting anyway a total of 6 suppression points, so she can't do anything else in the following turn because she just don't have any more action point to use. So that's it. That's it for this turn. That's it for this turn. We jump now onto the spawn phase. No matter if the enemy leader is dead or not, you always have a new group that spawns. So let's check where this group spawn. It's one that spawn on point number 6. One is actually nothing on the current threat level, but if it was something, it should have spawned on point number 6. It was this room here, and since we have cleared that, I would have re-rolled this die to choose a new spawn point. But since it's a 1, nothing actually spawns, so we can skip this. And again, because the enemy leader is killed, no enemy support happen. That's the end of the spawn phase. We can jump onto the next turn. Next turn we start with a Fog of War card on a 4. And it's a 5, so we have a Fog of War card. Let's see what we have. Oh, no. EID. One of your soldiers step on an improvised explosive device. Select randomly one of your soldiers. This model can't do any action, otherwise it will suffer 2 injuries. To diffuse the ID, another model needs to do 2 interact actions, one in base contact with the first model. Oh, that's not cool. So let's select one of our model first, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have a bit too model to roll that on a d6. I'm just going to exclude the sniper just because that. Well, actually, no, let's not exclude the sniper. I'm going to divide in groups, so 1, 2, it will be this group, 3, 4, it will be this group here, and 5, 6, it will be this group. So let's do that. 5, 6, it will be one of those two here, and another roll, so 1, 2, 3, this one, 4, 5, 6, this one. 1, 2, 3, it's the interpreter. So the interpreter here, he can't do anything else. There is a IED over there, and yeah, you can't do anything else with him. So, you know what? I'm going to grab my ruler. I don't know where it is. It's there. I'm going to take my local fighter here. I'm going to move one action here, second action up to there, and in the next turn he's going to do 2 interact action to diffuse the IED. So now. The robot dog here is actually pretty slow. He's not a very fast robot. It's also because here I'm using a robot dog, but it can be a tracked UGV, so I can't do much with him this turn. I need to. There are a lot of enemy there. Yeah, I'm going to leave it him and activate the rest of my force first. Let's see. So this I can remove that. So we have those two that are in Overwatch. I might pop a smoke here just to be safe this turn because we have a lot of stuff to deal with on this side already. We'll see. So here we have one guy that is down, and we have the demolition that is injured, and I need to really do something to take her out of here. So the first thing I'm going to do is activate my leader. Yeah, I'm going to activate my leader, and I'm going to use his first skill, the Empower skill, give one of his action points to another friendly model on the board. I'm going to give this action point to her, so I can just simply move her out of that room, just so she can't get shot more from the big crowd that we have over here. So now that this is done, the next step, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enemies to deal with. That's a lot of enemies. Oh, I have a cool thing. I'm going to move the sniper. He's now not in hidden anymore. He's not in stalk mode anymore since he fired at the enemy. So I'm just going to move him over here without breaking all the scenery, please. And from there, he's going to fire at one of the enemy, let's say one that is not in cover, which is this one here. Actually, no, let's target that one. Yeah, any of those two. So the sniper has the Death from Above skill. Killing an enemy at a lower elevation allows you to take another shot at another model in line of sight within 6 inches of the first one. That second shot uses the hard combat stat. So here I'm going to roll 2 dice. The enemy, I need to score a 9+ because the enemy is a bit hidden behind the van. So 9+. 7 and 7, damn it. Double 7, okay, I missed. Ah, damn it. Well, oh no, I move, then I shot, so I can't do anything else with the sniper. Ah, damn it. So let's see what else can I do. Yeah, let me pause a bit to have some thoughts. So first thing I'm going to do, next thing I'm going to do, activate my support guy. I'm going to move, and he can just reach the inside of the building there, where he can have line of sight on this group of enemy. From there, the support will do a suppressive fire. Target a point on the board in line of sight of this model. Model within 1.5 inch of this point can't be activated this turn. So basically, I'm going to suppress all those models. Those three here can't do anything this turn. So that buys me a bit of time. Next, I'm going to grab my medic here on the back. I'm going to do a first move up to here, and a second move up there to be able to heal my demolition in the following turn. Now on this side, the class, the assault class, he have frag stun and smoke grenade. I'm going to... Do I want to drop a smoke? I'm not sure, because I have the LMG, yeah, let's take the robot dog. I'm going to move it over here, and I'm going to enter Overwatch with it. So this one here is in Overwatch. What do I want to do with the support the assault glass here? I'm going to do like here 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm going to that's tough. No, I'm going to move him here. I'm going to enter Overwatch as well. So now what do we have? We still have one guy here. This guy is going to move. Yeah, let's move him. Yeah, it's a bit cocky, it's a bit in the open, but I want to target the Soldado here. I am within 6, so 2 dice, and I need a local fighter. I need a 15 plus. 7 and 4, that's not enough. And here I still have 1 action point with my team leader. Actually, he can see the enemy behind the truck, so let's do that. He will fire once with his assault rifle. Oh, no, 4. So here, that move is suppression to 3, so he can't do anything else. And that's it. That's it for me. I can't do anything else this turn. We jump onto the enemy. I'm going to activate this one first. He's targeting the closest enemy, which is this one. So 2 dice. My guy is on the open. He hit on 11 plus. Oh, 5 and 2. I am lucky. No shot hits me. Next we have those 3 guys can't be activated. So the next one are those 2. Those 2, they will move toward... Do they have somebody in line of sight? Well, they have the sniper in line of sight. They are already within cover. So let's check the rule. Is there an enemy in line of sight? Yes. Is the Soldado in cover? Yes, and the Soldado has 2 action points. Use 2 action points to do 2 combat action. So each of them will roll. So 1 combat action is 1 dice, 2 combat action is 2 dice, and since there are 2 of them doing the same action, from the same point of view, I'm going to roll the 4 dice at once, and they hit on an 18 plus. Yes, so 17, 4, 14, and 14, nothing hits me, but I get 4 suppression points, which means next turn I only will get 1 action point for my sniper. So that's it from there. Now we move over here. So here, the 2 threat token, I'm going to see what we have there on those 2. So let's activate this one first. He move. enter line of sight of my guy, so we can reveal it. It's a 16. 16, we have 3 Soldado. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 Soldado. We are lucky. Well, that's some bad soldier, but at least it's not like a guy with an RPG or a submachine gun or a shotgun or a light machine gun. It's still just some basic soldado for now, so we are quite lucky. So now I'm going to trigger some overwatch. So first, from my assault, they are in the open. I am within 6, so 2 shots, 16. I roll a 16, so the first one is killed. Overwatch is removed. Now I'm going to fire with Robot Dog on the back here. He's going to fire 2 times, and yeah, 19 and a 1. 19 is enough to kill one as well. But the last one, he can be activated, so he's moving and he will fire at my guy. My guy is behind cover, so 14 and 3. To be able to touch me, he needed an 18 plus, but I still get 2 suppression points. Now we jump onto this red token over here that move up to there, so here same thing, we can reveal it. Oh, it's an 18, and it's another 3 Soldado. Yeah, running out of Soldado. So we have 3 Soldado. And those guys, well, they can be activated and they can fire at me, and there is a lot of them. So they are, so the first one is actually already behind cover of the car over here. So let's actually say now he's just moving next to the car. He will fire at me. And actually let's move all the other. This one is going to move here, and this one is going to move there. They fire all at the closest target, which is my assault class. So 1, 2, 3. None of them are within 6 from base to base. Oh, from base to base. Yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah, let's say no. So, sorry, I'm not sure I was filming the right direction, but I was just taking the range. So the 3 of them, they all fire 1 dice at my guy, hitting him on a 18 plus. 12, 9, and 5. Those Soldado are pretty bad at shooting, which is great, but that still move my suppression plus 3. I am at 5. So that's it for the enemy phase. No more threat token to activate. We jump onto the spawn phase. There is still 2 groups that can spawn. Again, as you remember, in the briefing, in the setup, 3 teams as reinforcement can spawn. We already spawned 1 here. We need to wait for a new one, 2 new ones to arrive. So let's roll. Here we have 14 spawning on point number 2. 14 is Soldado. Oh, and a Sicario. Finally, a little Sicario here. Oop. Sicario and a Soldado spawning on point number 2, which is here. So this is done in the spawn phase, so they are not moving this turn, they will move only in the next turn. Let's just grab quickly the card from the Soldado. The Soldado have some pretty nasty skills. So you have the fragmentation skill, so you can throw a frag grenade. You have the call of the mob. As long as the Sicario is present on the board, spawn 1 additional Soldado on a random spawn point at the start of each spawn phase. So if you have multiple of them, this skill accumulates. It's wild. And then there is the armored skill. They are equipped with a body armor, so that's, yeah, pretty dangerous. So this is it for this turn. A lot of action, lots of stuff happen, but yeah, let's jump onto the next turn. Next turn, we jump onto the threat level 4, and we have, again, a Fog of War card on a 6, and it's a 5, no Fog of War card this turn. Yeah, let's jump onto the player phase. First thing I'm going to do in the player phase is activate this guy over here. He's going to do 2 interact action to actually remove, to diffuse the IED. So we are not worried anymore about that event. So now that this is done, I can activate this guy over here. This guy, if I'm looking over here, you actually have line of sight on some of the enemy over there. So he might, he might be able to help us on this side. But first, let's have a look at what will happen here. First thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to activate Robot Dog. The Robot Dog will fire. I could try to launch a frag grenade with that guy, but the problem is that there is a civilian, so I don't want to have a risk of injuring her. So let's fire with Robot Dog. I'm going to fire a first time at this guy and a second time at this guy. They are both undercover. So I hit them on a 9+, but because I'm firing with an LMG, I can fire 2 times. So here an 8 and a 10, so the 10 is enough to touch the first guy, so this one is killed. And now using my second action point on the Robot Dog, doing the same thing, a 10, again the same roll, 10 and 8, the 10 is enough to kill this one. Okay, on this side, the problem is that here, this guy only have 1 action point because he has 5 suppression points. So if I fire at this guy will will fire back at me in the following turn. So what I could do, what I'm going to do actually is move this guy . The only direction where I'm going to evade the line of sight of the enemy is to move over here. So he's going to move there. At least this way he is not in line of sight of the enemy for now. So that's done. Now let's have a look at our combat lifesaver. He has the Field Surgeon skill. It may heal 1 point of damage on any injured model. This action uses both of his action points. So here, my medic here is going to use his 2 action points to heal my demolition specialist, so I can remove the injured token. So my demolition character here now has 2 action points again. Next, let me have a look at something. Yeah, I really need to take down some of those enemies. There are really too much enemy on this side. On this side, they are going to focus fire on the enemy that they can see, which is Robot Dog, which will buy me a bit of time. But now I need to take care of those 5 enemies here. So let's first, I will activate here my sniper. Again, the sniper has the Death from Above skill. Killing an enemy at a lower elevation allows him to take another shot, basically. So I'm going to fire at the first enemy. I'm going to roll 2 dice because I have a scoped weapon. I hit the first one on a 9+ because I'm aiming at a guy in cover, which is the guy next to the yellow truck here. So I need a 9+. Oh yes, 18 and 15, I touch the first one. And because I have the Death from Above skill, I may target that second one. The second one used the hard combat stat, which is 13+. So here, if I score 13 on the second dice, so I can also kill that guy. So that's it for my sniper. He had 4 suppression points, so he can only use 1 action point this turn. Now we jump for the other. So here I'm going to activate my local fighter here. He's going to fire a first time at this enemy. It's within 6, so I can roll 2 dice. My local fighter is firing at a model which is in cover, so I need a 15+. 14 and 7, that's not enough. I'm going to use a second action point to do another combat action, and here we have a 19, which is enough to kill this enemy. So this one here is killed. Problem here is I use my 2 action points, so my guy is completely in the open, which is not perfect. But yeah, that's it. Now I'm going to move my team leader over here in cover on the behind that truck. He's going to fire at the first enemy, which is in the open. So it's 1 dice that hit on a 5+, and it's a 2, of course. Okay, so I moved, I fire, I can't do anything else with my leader this turn. I'm going to activate this guy. This guy is going to move. Can he be in cover? Yeah, actually he can stay just on the corner of that building. He's in cover, he will target one of the enemy, but the enemy is also in cover. So here is my local fighter, he hit him on a 15+, and he roll only 1 dice. And it's an 8, so it's a miss. But I still... So this one got 1 suppression point, and the local fighter inflicted 1 suppression point on this one as well. So that's it. Next, I still have my support guy over here inside. Actually, I'm filming this a couple of days later, and I'm noticing 6 here, so it's probably 6 suppression point. And I think that's 6 suppression point of my support guy, which means I can't activate him. Damn, I need to watch the video on my phone just to remember what happened there. So I checked, but the 6 was for my demolition character that I moved out of the way in the last turn, so my support guy is good for now. I'm going to move him so he have a better line of sight. He's behind the cover of the door, but yeah, the enemy here at least won't be in cover, so I'm going to fire at the first one. 2 dice that hit on a 5+, 8 and 3. Oh, not super great, but that's enough to kill this one. So this one is killed. And that's... no, we still have 1 guy to activate, which is the demolition character over here. She will move here, so she's in cover on the corner of that building. She's firing, it's within 12, but yeah, she can target up to 18 with the SMG. It's also 2 dice that hit this time on a 9+, because she's targeting that first enemy which is in cover, so 2 dice on a 9+. Oh, double 20. Double 20, so this one is killed. She got her revenge. So that's it for my turn, right? I activated everybody. I still have this guy which is down, and I will take my medic in the following turn to try to heal this guy. But yeah, that's the end of the player phase. We move to the Up 4 phase. Up 4 phase, I'm going to start by those 2 guys here. Those 2 guys are Soldado. Is there an enemy in line of sight? Yes. Is the Soldado in cover? Yes, and he has 2 action points. He used the 2 action points to do 2 combat action. This guy here is behind some cover, so it's a bit harder to hit. So we'll use the medium combat stat, 15+. They are both equipped with an assault rifle. So this guy, first action point is 1 dice, second action point is a second dice. Same thing for the other one here, so it's a total of 4 dice for those 2 guys, their 2 action points, hitting on a 15+. So here 16. Okay, so we have 4 hit. Oh my god. Oh my god, we have 4 hit. Let's grab the card for the UGV. The UGV has 6 points of armor. Let's bring the table for the small arms. So, if we look at here, the assault rifle, it has a penetration of 1, and it has 6 points of armor. Here we inflict 4 hits, meaning 4 damage. So this guy here suffers 4 points of damage. He only have 2 health points, 2 armor points left before it is being disabled. So that's it for those two guys. Now we have this guy to activate. This guy, you have multiple enemy in line of sight. So who is going to target? He can see my team leader, he can see the demolition class, he can see the support guy and the sniper. The closest one is the sniper actually, so let's target him. I can remove that. The suppression point on the player model are removed at the end of the player phase, of the next turn player phase, so we can remove those. So yeah, this guy, he has line of sight. He was in cover because there was a guy behind him, so let's now say that he's not in cover, so he's going to move behind this electric box here, and he's going to fire one dice at my sniper, hitting him on a 18 plus. And it's a 13, it's not enough, it's still one suppression point on the sniper. So that's it for this enemy. We still have those two guys over here. So let's grab the card for the Sicario. So yeah, I just noticed in the latest record, I was saying Soldado, but this is indeed the Sicario, which has fragmentation, Call of Mob and Armored. So, is there an enemy in line of sight? So from their point of view, they don't see anybody, not even the sniper. So yeah, no enemy in line of sight for the Sicario. No, use one action point to move up to 6 inches toward the closest enemy and proceed back to step 1. So this guy here is moving up to 6 inch, which is over here. And from there, he can actually see the sniper. He can actually see the sniper. So now, next question, is there an enemy in line of sight? Yes, proceed to step 2. Is the enemy within 12 inch? No. Proceed to step 3. Is the Sicario in cover? Yes, he's in cover because of the building here. Yes, and the Sicario has one action point. Use one action point to do one combat action at the closest target. So, Sicario is equipped with an assault rifle. It's a single dice. The Sicario, my guy here is in cover and he has a body armor, so the Sicario hit him on a 16 plus. And it's a 20, oh my god. 20 means it's an headshot. It's instant kill. It's not even a down state. My sniper here is killed right away. Ah, dang. That sucks so much. I love so much this sculpt from Black Hills Games. One of my favorite model in my whole collection. By the way, it's not yet available, but it will be later this year. But yeah, this guy is killed. I just lost my sniper. And again, it's not a down state. That means I can't even go climb up the ladder to try to bring him up. He's just down, dead, dead. Oh damn, that's a pretty badass Sicario. Here is the Sicario in question. Camo pants, skull balaclava, some tattoos, and a FN 2000 assault rifle. So yeah, that was probably one of the old special force from the police that just turned Sicario. So next we have the Soldado. Is there an enemy in line of sight? No, and he has 2 action points. Move up to 1 inch. So yeah, this guy is doing a first move. From there, he doesn't have any enemy in line of sight. And now, if that happens, for his second action point, he's going to enter Overwatch. Again, there is no enemy in line of sight from this point of view. So yeah, he's just entering Overwatch. So that's it for the enemy phase. We jump, for the up-for phase, we jump onto the spawn phase. For the spawn phase, first, the Sicario, if you remember, I'm going to leave that card somewhere here until he's killed. The Sicario has the Call of the Mob. As long as the Sicario is present on the board, spawn 1 additional Soldado on a random spawn point. So I'm going to grab a D6. On 3, there will be 1 new Soldado. Where is point number 3? 1, 2, 3. Point number 3 is over here. So here we have a Soldado that just spawned there. Next, we have a new group of enemy that potentially arrive on the board. So let's see what we have. Oh, we have a new group of enemy, 18 that arrive on point number 4. 18 is it's 3 soldado, so 3 new soldado that arrive on point number 4 here. And that's the last group of enemy that will spawn in this game. Again, the enemy leader is killed. We had a first group of enemy that spawned here, a second one that spawned there, and a last one that spawned here. That was what was defined in the mission briefing here. The OPFOR can only call 3 teams as reinforcement. That means that when we kill all the enemy here, it's mission over. We win this mission. So that's the end of this turn. We jump onto the next turn. So next turn we start first by a potential fog of war. So the target value is now 5, and here we have a 5. Ooh, we have a new fog of war event. So let's check what we have. Contact front, one new group of enemy from the current threat level enter the board on foot from a random spawn point. Okay, so we have a new group of enemy that spawn. So here actually we switch also from threat level 4 to threat level 5. And yeah, so let's check what we have here. So let's d20 plus d6. So we have 8 that spawn on point number 3. 8, it's 2 soldado plus 1 sniper. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So 2 soldado, where I have some soldado. That's my soldado pile. So 2 soldado plus 8, the Halcon. The Halcon is the sniper. So the sniper arrive again by the highest point not yet occupied. So let's say that this time, yeah, actually, let's say he come back over here. There was multiple enemy in that building. The first one was killed earlier. A second one just arrived. And you know what? We killed this one earlier, so this time let's bring the sniper here with like the M16, the scoped M16. And the 2 other soldado, they arrive from this point here. So that's yeah, that's not too bad of an event. It's a bad one, but it's not too crazy event. So that's it for the Fog of War. We jump onto the player phase. So start of next turn, I'm first activating Robot Dog. He will fire at those 2 enemies here. He hits them on a 9+. Oh, so the first one, 1 and 5. First one is a miss. Second one, oh, I looked at the 5 first, but yeah, 14 is enough to touch him and kills him. So that's it for this guy. Now moving on to so yeah, the goal of this mission now is just to kill all the remaining enemies, but there is quite a lot. There is 3 on this side, 2 there are 3 over here, plus the sniper, plus this one. So I need to be a bit smart here. I still have 1 guy that is down, but yeah, my medic might be more useful firing this turn. We'll see. Let me stop the camera just to have some thoughts on what I want to do next. First thing I'm going to do is activate this guy here. I'm going to move him behind some cover. He's going to fire at that Cartel guy. The Cartel is behind some cover, so here the local fighter hit on a 15+. And it's a 7, so this is a miss. I'm going to do the same thing with this guy, just going to move behind the corner of the building. He's going to fire at the same guy, also hitting him on a 15+. It's a 5, so it's 2 suppression points, not enough to kill them. That's a shame. We need to bring some reinforcement there, but yeah, we'll see that later. On this side, the support will fire 2 shots at the guy at the bottom here. So 2 shots. He's in cover, so the support is here. So he's in cover, he hit him on a 9+. Oh merde, oh shit, sorry. 8 and 2, I didn't plan that. So here he received a total of 4 suppression points, but I completely missed my shots. Yeah, well, let's use again a shooting action against that guy. Oh, I saw the 2 first. I saw first the 2, but now we have an 18, a 19. So this guy finally is killed. Next, I'm going to move my assault class over here, and I'm going to enter Overwatch. For now, the enemy sniper doesn't have anybody in line of sight, but he will move probably on the edge of the building here, and I will be able to target him. So that's it here. Next, let's have a look here. So I'm going to move back my local fighter on the back of this wall here, so we have some cover, and I'm going to fire. I'm going to fire at the enemy in the open between the 2 vehicles, the guy with the yellow shirt. 1 dice is in the open, so I hit him on an 11+. And it's a 3, it's a miss. Oh damn, those local fighters are really bad. Now I still have 3 guys that I can activate, but they don't have any good line of sight, and if I bring them next to the front of the truck, there will be too many enemies to deal with. So you know what my team leader can do. My team leader, he have the Empower, he can give 1 action point to somebody else. The threat assessment could be useful. Yeah, let's again pause the camera and have some thoughts. Okay, so what I'm going to do, my team leader here, actually I forget to place the token here, Overwatch, and here I'm going to place, first my team leader is going to give 1 of his action point to my demolition girl here, and his second action point is going to enter Overwatch also because he can fire at that building here. Now my demolition guy here, girl, she will move 1 action up to here, a second action up to there. From there, so she can target the first enemy here. She is using a SMG, 2 shots, the enemy is behind cover. So demolition she hit on a 9+. So 7 and 18, the 18 is enough to kill this one here. So that's it on this side. Now I can't unfortunately move my medic up to a firing position. So let's actually bring the medic inside, so next turn he will heal the down guy. So that's it for me. We jump onto the enemy phase. We start by the enemy, to activate the enemy model that is the closest to our force. So this is those guys over here. So yeah, so this one will target at this one, and this one, the closest enemy you can see is actually this one, so yeah, that will just fire. Here, it's not within 6, so this one is going to use 2 combat action to target this one. 2 combat action, rolling 2 dice for the 2 of them at once. He hits on a... Actually, no, let's do a first roll on the first one, because if he hits... no, he will target again, so yeah. It's on a 15+, so here 13 and 3, he miss his 2 shots. Now we have this one is doing the same thing, a 5 and a 6, he miss also his 2 shots. So next I'm going to activate the Soldado over here. Is there an enemy in line of sight? So no, there is no enemy in line of sight. So move toward the closest enemy. And here he's going to move on this side. And from there he can see the guy here on his back. So from there it's It's not within 6, so you roll only a single die and hit on a Soldado 11 plus. So it's a 15 plus, a 15, so that means he's hit, and this guy now is injured. And now, next, let's activate the sniper. Alcon. The sniper, is there an enemy in line of sight? No, proceed to step 2. Is the Halcon facing a direction where the enemy are present? Yes, but actually... Actually, no, he doesn't have anybody in line of sight, so use one action point to move 2 inches toward the closest. So yeah, he's just moving up to here. And from there, he's triggering Overwatch. First from... Let's actually trigger it from my leader first. My leader is rolling 1 dice, hitting on a 9 plus, and it's an 18. So it's enough to kill the enemy sniper. Yeah, I wanted to keep this one because this one can see some of the... well, not really actually. It's hard to say. Now let's say he can't see the cartel team that is arriving from there, so yeah, he won't be able to target those. So that's what I'm going to activate next. I'm going to activate them. They all move and fire at this guy. So this one fire and hit on a 15 plus. It's an 8, so it's 1, 2. It's 2 suppression points, and then they are going to do the same. I'm going to move them after, but they will just move and fire. So the next one, move and fire on a 15 plus. It's a miss, but 1 more suppression point. And this one is a 16, so the last guy actually touched this one. This one is moved to a down state. So let's pause the camera to move all the cartel. So next I'm going to activate those two, starting with the cartel Sicario. He will move up to 6 inches, up to here. That's his first action. Second action. No, it's actually this card over. Is there an enemy within 12 inch? And here is my 12 inch ruler, and indeed there is an enemy within 12 inch. Yes, and the Sicario has 1 action point. Use 1 action point to throw a fragmentation grenade at that target. So here the target is between 10 and 11, and if we look at the rule again, 10 to 11, it used the hard combat stat. So here my Sicario need to roll a 16 plus to be able to land the grenade exactly where he wants. So let's roll that. Oh, 17! 17! So a grenade just land exactly on this guy. So here, oh, that's pretty bad. Well, the grenade in Haywire, it's not always super accurate. Even though the grenade lands exactly where he wanted, there is still a chance that it bounces off and that I might not get hit. I am right now within the blast radius of the grenade, and the grenade, if you look at the rule, if you are within the blast radius, you are hit on a 7 plus. That's because, yeah, the grenade might just bounce off on another object, and I still have a chance to not being hit by it. So here I will take a new dice, I'm going to roll it, and of course it's a 10, so I'm hit by the grenade. So now I am injured. The thing is, it's a bit hard to see, but actually my super guy here is also within the blast radius, so he's also hit on a 7 plus, and it's an 18. It's an 18. My not also my support class here is also injured. Another thing is that is it written on the cheat sheet? Yes. Model that survive the explosion and model that are located within twice the blast range. Actually, now it's rewritten, it's within 3 inch to be simpler. So if any model are within 3 inch and in line of sight of where the grenade lands, it suffers 3 suppression points. So this guy, they have been injured by the frag grenade, so they are injured, they lost 1 action point, and in addition to that, because of the shock of the explosion, they'll also suffer 3 suppression points. So my 2 guys here, they can't do anything else in the following turn, again because they are injured and they are suppressed. And actually, 1, 2, 3... it's a bit hard to say, but yeah. Let's say the medic was just outside of the range, because that arranged me. But yeah, let's say he was just outside of the range of the grenade. Oh my god! Oh my god! So we have 2 pretty bad injured and 1 down in this turn, which is really not great. Sicario are very dangerous. The Soldado here, he just moves. He doesn't have any line of sight, so he's entering Overwatch. And that's it for this turn. That's it for this turn. We jump to the spawn phase, but again, the enemy leader has been killed, so he can't call anything, and the operation tells us that nothing anymore spawn. So yeah, no more enemy arrive in the spawn phase. We can jump onto the next turn. So next turn we have a Fog of War on a 6, and it's a 4, no Fog of War even this turn. We jump the threat level from 5 to 6. Threat level 6, 1 and 2, we start to have some federales, so some better train. That's basically the police, the corrupt police unit that the cartel can call as reinforcement. So yeah, I need to hurry now. So now let's jump into the player phase. Yeah, on this side, I'm going to activate first this guy. He's going to target this one. He's going to do a first combat shot. He hits on a 15 plus. Oh yes, 15. This one is killed. He doesn't have this one in line of sight, so he can't do anything else. So, yeah, what are you going to... Yeah, I'm going to... Yeah, to move here, so at least he's in cover, and next turn he will be able to fire, just in case. Now, on the back, this one is going to fire at that one, also hit him, oh, 20 is a headshot, that one is dead, bye. Oh, that's great, so this area is now clear. Did I forgot last turn to use this? No, I didn't. So I have Robot Dog. The Robot Dog, the thing is, he's too far from the combat, and he's too slow, but maybe he will buy me some time. I'm going to move him, first action point, to second action point. So maybe he will just be used as a bait to attract the Sicario and the other Soldado. Yeah, just because I need a bit of time to recover in this area. So that's it on this side. Now what else? Yeah, I will try something. I'm really not sure it's going to work, but yeah. My team leader, I'm going to use the Empower skill to give 1 action point to my Demolition class again. So she will have 3 action points. For his next action, my team leader... Yeah, not sure what to do with my team leader. Yeah, no idea. You know what? Let's remove this floor here. And let's actually, so here, 3 inch to arrive here. No, it won't be enough to be at the door. But yeah, I'm still going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it arrives roughly over here. That shutter here is closed, so it can't be targeted by anyone. But yeah, next turn maybe he will do something. Oh no, actually, no. Yes, no, sorry. So yeah, with his last action point, he's going to move here. Now, my demolition specialist here is she's going to use 1 action to move up to here, second action to move up to there. From there, she's going to throw a grenade. Just pushing her. She's going to throw a grenade. The grenade actually lands, well, she aims exactly over here. It's within 6, so I'm using the easy combat stat, which is 5+, and it's a 15, yes. The grenade lands here, so 1.5 inch. So the first 2 here are killed by the grenade. The second one, the last one, the third one, is not killed, but is within 3 inch, so he's getting 3 suppression points. Okay, starting to breathe, at least on this side. Now, on that side, I have 2 guys here that can't do anything else. I just have the medic that can do something. But what is he going to do? Just checking his... Yeah, he only have a smoke grenade, so... if I'm throwing a throw grenade, that's not going to help us a lot here. Yeah, you know what? He will move where? No, he will move in base contact with my support guy here, because next turn he will be able to heal him. And also what he's going to do actually, yeah, let's still throw a smoke grenade up to 6 inch, so it used the easy combat stat, 5+, it's a 1, fail. So I was aiming here, and the grenade actually lands 5 inch, so he completely missed his grenade. The grenade bounce on something and start to create some smoke over here. So that's it for me, right? I don't have anybody else to activate. Yeah, that's it for me. So we jump onto the Cartel, the upper phase. So the first Cartel I'm going to activate is, so this one here. It's written in the rule that if he has line of sight on an enemy, but the line of sight is blocked by a smoke grenade, he's going to enter Overwatch. So this one here is entering Overwatch. Now I'm going to activate this one. This one I have line of sight only on a dead body. He can't see anything else, so he's going to target the dead body again, just because it's not a dead body, sorry. It's now a dead body. He's in a down state, so he lost his 2 health points, but he can still be revived. He's still breathing. But now he's getting shot a 3rd time, he's just completely dead. So here it's not within 6, so it's a single roll. Hit him on an 18+, and both shots miss him, so yeah. When just talking about the situation, let's say that the situation was like that. This model can see a dead body, a down model, and an alive model. They will always target the alive model. But if he can't see anybody else, he just see a down model, he will try to fire at him to finish him, basically. So that's it for him. On this side, the Sicario. The Sicario starts with the robot dog in line of sight. The Sicario. Is there an enemy in line of sight? Yes, proceed to step 2. He already used a grenade. He only have 1 grenade, so we jump to step 3. He's in cover. He uses 2 action points to do 2 combat action at the robot dog. So he's going to roll 2 dice. The robot dog is a bit behind the cover because of the building, so he hits on a 13+. So it's a 16. The first one of the shots actually hits the robot dog. The Cartel Soldado do the same thing. He move here and he fire. The Soldado hit on 15+. It's a 5 and a 9, so he's not finished. A bit lucky, robot dog still have one armor point. So that's it, right? No more Cartel. Oh, that's it. Yeah, indeed, that they bought me some time to move the robot dog there. So we jump onto spawn phase. Again, nothing spawn in the spawn phase. We jump onto the next turn. Next turn, we have a Fog of War card on a 5. So it's a 2, no Fog of War card this turn. We jump to the threat level 7, even though there is no more spawn phase, we still might have some new enemy that arrive there, so I'm still keeping track of the threat level. So here I'm going to activate Robot Dog, is going to fire at the Sicario. 2 dice hitting on 13 plus, so he misses 2 shots. And here, okay, 16 and 13, he kills the Sicario with his second action. Now, next. So this guy here is not suppressed anymore, same as my support guy. Medic inside. The medic inside will use his two action point to heal the support. So the support at least is now fully he have back his 2 health points. Next, I'm going to activate my team leader. Yeah, it's just going to move outside of the smoke over here. And from there, oh, I forget there was 2 of them. I was just remembering of that one, but yeah, there is indeed, that last one. Yeah, anyway, too late. You just move out and see first enemy. Am I within 6? I am within 6, so I'm going to roll 2 dice, hitting him. He's behind cover, so I hit him on a 9 plus, yeah, 19 and 12. That enemy here is killed. Okay, so now my support guy. Okay, so the smoke keep on the board for 3 turns. I'm rolling a d6, I obtain a 3, so the smoke will dissipate in 1 turn, since it appeared last turn. So in a start of next turn, the smoke disappeared. Okay, what else can I do? I still have that guy, which is in Overwatch. Oh, you know what? I forget one thing. That enemy is in Overwatch. That means that when I cross the smoke here, he fires at me. So let's do that. So he fires at me. 1 dice. I am behind cover with a body armor. So he hits me. Cartel Soldado, he hits me on an 18 plus. And it's a 4, so nothing, but still 1 suppression point on my team leader. Okay, now I need to get rid of that last one here, which is not anymore in Overwatch. I have my demolition class here. You know what? She will, Rambo style, just jump, climb up here, move up to there, and from there she's going to fire at the Soldado. 2 dice hitting on 5 plus, 1 and 15, 15 wrecked this guy. We're starting to see the end, and on this side the support guy is going to move 6 inches up to my leader here. Can he see the enemy? Yeah, let's say that he can see him, he can see his base, so he can target him. The enemy is in cover, the support guy will hit him on a 9 plus, or a 5 and a 4. 5 and a 4, he misses 2 shots, but he still gets 4 suppression points. So that's it for me. We jump onto the enemy phase. The enemy phase, there is only this guy left. He will target he usually target the closest threat. Well, it's still the robot dog. He will do 1 combat action at the robot dog, hitting it on an 15 plus. Oh, it's 19. He actually managed to kill the robot dog just at the end of the game. So that's end of the for phase. It's only the last guy standing. We jump onto the next turn, moving to threat level 8, lowering the value to 4, rolling if we have an event. We have a 1, no event, so here my 2 guys here will just kill the Soldado, don't need to roll that, and that concludes this mission. That's the end of this mission. So to summarize, we lost our sniper, we have 1 injured assault class, we have 2 down, let's put it that way, we have 2 down local fighter, and the rest of the team is alive. But yeah, it was a challenging mission. Really a shame we lost 1 guy, especially because I'm relaxing, but I don't play a campaign right now, it's just an introduction game. So that's it. That's it for this game, this Operation Northwind. Hope you like this scenario, hope you like the game. Let me know in the comment down below what you think, and I will see you all for the next one. Bye everyone.